And it looked like Streamlabs just gave us the old bootaroonie. We love technology. But we are down to 10 to go. Eddie, Hacker, Herzog, Jones, Jimmy Jones in fourth, and Jeff Werdeman is right there. And now Matt Eddy putting the whip to the 88 car. Starting to open the gap again. By way of the invert, he started on the pole and he has led every single lap, and now he is really starting to open things up. Apologies for the disconnect. We have no idea what happened. It just told us that Streamlabs disconnected you from the server. And I have no idea how that happened. I didn't get a bleep, a bloop, or an error. I just got a, you're done, buddy. Hacker still in second. Herzog is third. Jones is holding off Werdeman, and at least for the time being, we're coming around to 6 to go, and now Werdeman maybe getting the better of him. Gonna put that 81 car in fourth. Matt Eddy driving away. He is a 1/10 of a second a lap quicker the last 6 laps in a row. He took it from a 6/10 of a second to 1 1/4 seconds. Over newcomer Brian Hacker. We're watching the battle for fourth because it's interesting this late in the going that they can still run it side by side on these tires. And we have been on a really good rip right here. We had caution on lap 4, and we have 4 to go now. Matt Eddy opening things up. Herzog might be trying to put a little late race push on and get second out of this. Got a third in the first race, looking for a second here, and he's alongside, just not quite able to maintain with that ginger exit. Got to be so smooth, so patient to get off that corner on turn number 2. He's down on the very bottom where it's the slickest. Werdeman fighting by. Jones fights back. This is behind these two. This is in the top 3, so we'll stay here. White flag coming out this time for Matt Eddy. Herzog with a big slider. I think he could have had the position clear. Matt Eddy is going to come out of turn number 4. And he is going to win the second feature tonight. Who's going to be second? It's Herzog. Hack coming home in third. Werdeman and Jones 4 and 5. Dillon, Oxford, Turnmeyer, Baldwin, Westendorf, then Brunner and McNulty, the 12 cars on track. Addison, Connor, Hines, DeMore, and Throckmorton wrapping things up. All right, let's start grabbing up our drivers. Moving them to the waiting room. Mark Herzog needs to go there as well. And as usual, I see what we're doing here. We're gonna get our rando driver of the race. That one gonna be that guy right there. Let's just get him up here. Shows up late. Not a good run in the first session, but does fight his way to a 4th place finish in session number 2. Jeff Werdeman, let's just call it an interesting night.
Well, I seemed to be a magnet for the first race and got caught in everybody's incidents, and then I seemed to be able to avoid it in the second one. So it was definitely the tale of 2 stories there for sure. Had a great run there. It's good to have Jimmy back with us, man, he wore me out. I was trying to get up there with that battle for second, but Jimmy was he's just getting those good runs on that high side that I just had to settle for a shot at 4th.
Yeah, it seemed like every time you'd get a little bit ahead, Either you slipped a little or he just found something and just drove right back alongside you. He never did let you clear, and you could see those guys getting a little smaller. Were you starting to get a little anxious?
Well, yes and no, because first of all, you got to get by the car to be able to have any chance to get up there with him. So got to stay focused with the task at hand. I'd hear him burp the throttle, and then I'd get a good run, and then I'd get in, and the car just seemed to float, just wouldn't turn through the middle of the corner. Then he'd get back around. It was just, I said to myself that whoever gets the good run off of 4 is basically going to get 4th on that last lap. So my focus was just to make sure I got a clean exit off of 2, so I had a shot at that 4th place, and luckily we got it.
All right, man. Well, some shout-outs and thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Well, Roger, I want to thank you and all the fans that watch each and every week, and the drivers that come back and watch it to see if they can learn anything. Gunslinger Whiskey, BF Hammers. Also want to thank Marv and Josh, the Team 137 boys. And, well, I'd like to thank myself for not stepping on things on that second race.
All right, man. Good. Congrats on the run, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week back here.
Yep, next week. USA car themes next week.
Outstanding. We love it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jeff Werdeman, the rando driver of the race. And now, newcomer to the series. He's going to carry 3 digits in our pylon, but both races very strong. First race caught up in some stuff at the very end of it. This time asserts a little authority and comes home in 3rd. Brian Hacker, welcome to the series.
Thanks, Roger. Good to be here.
Seemed like the first race maybe could have went a little different, a little better for you, I'm sure, but late in the going on a short track, a lot of things are going to happen. This time you kind of just went ahead and took some initiative, and you started making some things happen. Just couldn't quite get there on the 57.
No, I was really tight. I was really pushing to catch Matt there when we got cleared for 2nd. Made some in-car adjustments and went the wrong way on accident. I was hitting the wrong button, so car got super tight on entry, and I just thought I was doing something wrong. And I probably was. I was, knocking it off the wall and overdriving the thing, but that's all right. Happy to come home with the 3rd here in the 2nd race, and it's tough starting in the back in that first one and trying to get up through the field and be clean. And these short tracks, especially here where 1 and 2 you can run high and it be good, and 3 and 4 bottom is the place to be. I'm trying to be clean and trying to pick the right line, and just trying not to come in here and make a bad name for myself. So hopefully we can be fast and clean here going forward, and maybe become a regular.
Well, it takes them about 3 races for the triple digits to come off, qualifying to start being allowed, and that's been the biggest thing. And we've seen a lot of guys, they've come in and kind of fizzled out early, but you don't look like you're going to be one of those guys. You made a great drive in that first session, just a rough bit of luck there at the end of it. So stick with it. This is a fun series to watch, and everybody enjoys coming. You guys get a lot of fans, a lot of people live, so make sure you go back and watch the broadcast too.
Sticking around and making as many as I can. I travel for work, so certainly can't run full time, but I will show up when I'm around on Tuesdays.
All right, man, some thank yous and shout outs, and real quick we'll let you get out of here.
Yeah, thanks to the league and admins for letting me in. Thanks to Austin Designs, who puts together these cars, good looking cars. I'll usually bring out a couple different designs, and Boulder Beer Bar, Aberdeen Lodge, Carbon Junction, guys that have been with us for a long time. Thanks to them.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the run. We'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That is Brian Hacker finishing in 3rd in session number 2. And now we will move on to our 2nd place finisher. He does it again. Mark Herzog looking pretty strong here at North Wilkesboro tonight.
Yeah, this is a fun track. This is one of the tracks I really like, and occasionally I can run it pretty well like I did tonight. It was a fun, good set. Marvin and the guys put together a good set, and it was fun running up there in the front.
Looked like you had a little battle for a little while. You got clear of the boys, and then by the time you got there to second place, the 88 car, he was just way too far out in front.
Yeah, he had enough to lead, but there was the only way we would have caught him was another yellow. And Brian Hacker and I had a good fun run. I think if he hadn't tried to knock the wall down almost every other lap, I probably wouldn't have been able to get past him.
Well, still looked like it was a lot of fun. A couple second place finishes tonight, man. Got to be pretty satisfying. This place is tough enough, and you start putting some other guys out here that are pretty salty, and it gets double tough.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a handful. They had it set up good. You could run the top and the bottom, but it was a little tight racing in the back, I think.
All right, man, give me some shout-outs real quick before we let you get out.
Oh, Marvin and Jeff for putting on the league. You for putting on a great broadcast for them, and Matt on getting the win in this race, and Dylan in the first one, and hopefully I can get a chance to come out and run a couple more with you guys.
All right, man, congrats, and we'll look forward to seeing you as soon as possible.
Great. Oh, one other, I got to always thank my wife for letting me come out here and spend a couple hours with these gentlemen.
You betcha, buddy. You got to thank them or they don't let you do it no more.
So that's right.
Mark Herzog, everybody, finishing in a second, and now took him a while to get back to victory circle, but he started on the pole in session 2. He led every lap. He drove away from the field at the end. Matt Eddy, at least race 2 had to feel pretty satisfying.
Yeah, race 2 was pretty good. A lot better than the first one. I managed to get the pile up far enough that we got to start up front for this second one.
Yeah, it looked like the first one, it was kind of one of those deals where if it could go wrong, it did, but you still come home, in that top 7, and by virtue of that invert, it put you in a good position and you took full advantage of it.
Yeah. Luckily, I got start out front there, and she was clear sailing. There was a little bit of stuff going on behind me for the first few laps, and we got out a little ways, and Brian got clear of everybody, and he was closed a little bit, but then I think he said he hit the wall a little bit and started having trouble after that.
Well, I didn't say it at the beginning of the night. I thought it, and I thought, man, if I do, I might jinx somebody. But the black Goodwrench car at North Wilkesboro, there's got to be an expectation. You got to win one of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, gotta. I had high hopes for both of them. We were starting decent in the first one, but we got one of the two, so that's good.
Well, awesome job tonight. Got a couple of races left, a little bit of momentum coming your way. Maybe next week you can keep that 91 car, keep his string broken, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, man, give me some shout-outs before I let you go.
Jeff and Marvin, those guys, everybody that puts us on, anybody who puts money in to help put the broadcast on. I mean, it's always a big deal to have a good league with guys that try to take care of each other. And my family, and this one's going to be for my dad. All my cars, most of them are tributes to his cars. He raced in ASA, but he's getting close to the end of his cancer diagnosis. So this one's for him.
All right, man. Well, tell him we said well wishes, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here next Tuesday night, my friend.
Sounds good, Roger. Have a good one.
All right, Matt Eddy picking up the win in session number 2. Good to see Matt back in victory lane. Tough break tonight for Dylan Connor. He won the first one and he had to start 7th in that second session, and he just got caught in something that it happened in front, and that's the worst thing. The guy clipped that curb right there getting into turn 3, and it just got that car tight enough. It shot up there, and he just barely caught the left rear corner on the 91 car, but it hit the fence hard enough that it ended his night. So broke that string. I know Dylan will be back next week, and he will be back with some serious mojo coming in. He's going to want to clean the season out with a couple of wins and really lock down that championship. So bad luck for him. Good drive in the second show for pretty near everybody. We only had a couple of cautions in that one. Bill, I know you win the over-under tonight, but since you've already won this season, you can only win it once. But we always encourage everybody to play every single time. So, congrats to you, my friend. Do not forget to tune in tomorrow night, about 20 or so after 9 Eastern. Oh, no, after 8. After 8. 20, about 8:30 Eastern. Midwest Truck Series Championship night at Kansas. See if we can crown a champion. And I don't know if Adam's still watching or not. I was kidding about the TR thing. Or was I? Maybe I get a hold of Michael and we do something about that. But we'll see who wins the championship in that truck series tomorrow night. Should be a fun one at Kansas. Trucks always race good there. It's kind of like a drafting track for them. So make sure you tune in. Say hi in the chat. Don't be a stranger. Want to thank y'all for being here. Without you, no reason for us to do this. And without all the awesome leagues doing this fantastic racings like we saw again here tonight, nothing for us to cover. High fives, pats on the back to everybody for all of that. Till we see you.